Hi friends, welcome to day 10 of your 10-day yoga challenge. Congrats on making it this far. You are awesome. Today we're going to talk about the last limb of yoga, the 8th limb, and this is Samadhi. Samadhi is kind of hard to describe. Some people call it enlightenment. Some people say it's a little different than enlightenment, slightly different idea. It is a super state, a state of super consciousness brought on by really deep meditation. Some people describe it as total absorption. So the absorption with whatever the object that you're meditating with, that you're so absorbed in that meditation that you become one with it. And Samadhi is considered the final limb of yoga and also the fruit of the 8-limbed yogic path. And so it's kind of the reward that you might reap throughout years of practice. I say might because it is not guaranteed, but it is a beautiful state that we can aspire to through our yogic practice. So go ahead and grab your mat and we will do a nice, relaxing, restorative yin style practice today to celebrate our 10 days of yoga coming to a completion. Thank you all so much for joining me during this challenge. It has been such a joy to create, and I hope it has been a joy to participate in as well.
Hi friends, go ahead and join me for a round of Om. Bring your hands to heart center. Om. Great, now grab your props. If you have a throw pillow, that will be really helpful. Blocks if you have them, and a big fluffy blanket. We're going to do a child's pose first, so I like to put the blanket underneath my knees for support, just to make it a little softer. So you can grab your blanket and put it in the center of your mat. Roll over to your hands and knees, bring your big toes to touch, and sit your hips back. The throw pillow can come up under your torso here. You can also grab a block if you have it and bring your forehead to a block. The props are totally optional, so play with them and see if you like it better with or without. And then walk your hands forward, resting your forehead down, and begin to settle into the pose. Take a few really deep breaths and keep bringing your attention back to your breath. We'll be here for a few minutes. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Begin to rise up out of this pose. Slide your hands up under your shoulders, bring your knees under your hips, and come up to tabletop position. You can move your props out of the way. Now take a few cat-cows here. So as you inhale, let your heart come forward. Exhale, curve your spine. Inhale, tailbone lifts, head lifts. Exhale, push into the floor like a scared cat. Take a few more on your own breath. Now sit back on your heels and come to a seat. We'll be moving to a forward fold next, and I actually like to roll up my blanket for this pose, kind of like a pool noodle or a tube. I place this up under my knees to make it a little bit more gentle. This is called caterpillar. It's a forward fold and it's soft. You don't have to have the blanket, but if you have tight hamstrings, it might feel really nice. You can also put a pillow in your lap and fold towards that, or put a block between your ankles and bring your forehead to it. Otherwise, just fold straight forward without any props. Really lengthen your spine as you inhale here, and then let your whole torso fall forward as you exhale. We'll be here for a few minutes. Take one more inhale here. Let it out. And then on your next inhale, slowly roll up to a tall spine, coming up out of the forward fold. Once you've come to a tall spine, move any props in your lap off to the side, and then plant your feet into the mat, windshield wipe your knees side to side. We'll be coming to our backs next for a supine twist. So lay all the way down on the mat and plant your feet into the mat. Cross your right leg over your left, and then let your knees fall to the left side. You can support them with a pillow or a block. Your arms can come to a wide T, and you might even bring your left hand to the top of your right thigh if that feels good. Feel free to support the back of your head with a blanket. Your gaze can be up at the ceiling or over your right shoulder if you want to take the twist all the way into your cervical spine. You should feel this a little bit in your hips, your glutes, and a twist through the spine as well. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. Take one more breath here. On your next inhale, slowly begin to unwind. You'll step your right foot to the mat and your left. Once you've come to a neutral spine, you can hug your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze. It can feel really good to make small circles here, so try doing that a few times clockwise and then go counterclockwise. Let your feet find the mat again and move your pillow over to the right side. Send your feet up over your hips for a waterfall for just a few breaths and point and flex a few times. Let your feet find the mat again and then cross your left leg over your right and fall over to the right side, creating the same shape that you did on the left. Make sure to support your knees with any props that you used on the other side. Bring your arms wide and then gaze over your left shoulder or up at the ceiling. We'll be here for a few minutes. Last breath on this side. Gently begin to unwind. Step your left foot to the mat and your right. Come to a neutral spine. Hug your knees into your chest and give them a squeeze. Try making the circles again, going both counterclockwise and clockwise. And then send your feet straight up over your hips and flex and point a few times. Let your feet find the mat again and extend your legs long to come into Shavasana. Let your arms be down by your side. Let your whole body be heavy into the mat and give yourself this time to fully relax. I'll let you know when it's time to come out of it. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Step your feet to the mat one at a time, and when you're ready, roll to your side and curl up into a fetal position. Push your way up to a seat and come to Sukhasana. Please join me for a round of Om. Om. Thank you so much for joining me for this 10-day challenge, and congrats on completing it. You did awesome.